that's it. I'm 100% sure this video is completely cursed. I have been trying to film this video since late 2017. It is now 2019. I bought the first item for this video in July 2017. Is this the world telling me not to put up this video? It could be taken so pretentiously. I don't know guys, I had an idea for this video so long ago and I thought it was cool, and I had some spare money at the time because I'd just finished 12-hour shift work. That's how long ago it was. And I thought, hey, I'm gonna put some of this money into making this video. Okay, I don't need to explain anymore, surely, no. So the original inspiration for this video was from the beauty gurus who would literally get drugstore makeup and really, really expensive high-end makeup and do like different sides of their face in the different kinds of makeup. And I was like, that's cool. How could I make this horse related? Because that's what goes through my brain like 90% of the time. And so I was like, yeah, I could get a really cheap riding outfit, or as cheap as I could get it, and a really expensive riding outfit, and I could compare the two. And then I started watching the BuzzFeed videos where they would look at apartments from 3 different price ranges or houses or whatever else. And I was like, I am going to put in a middle outfit. When I first filmed this video, or at least attempted to film this video, in the middle of last year. And then I waited a few more months for that outfit to come. That outfit arrived, and then I tried to film this video like 10 more times and like it just didn't work. And then the universe is telling me not to upload this video, but I've spent money on it, so I am. I just wanted to compare 3 different outfits that look similar, okay? Now the SD card doesn't want to work. You know, it's fine. This is next level, honestly. Oh my god, love it. Yeah, look. Don't think I was a 24 UK. Well, I should have got a 26 UK. Not that comfy, I'm not gonna lie. It's 40 degrees today and I'm trying on long sleeve tops and brooches over and over again, and I'm not that keen. Alright, so I got this belt when I was 8 years old. It's so gross. Honestly, these socks, I can't believe how long they've lasted. I got these when I went into school in 2014. They're 4.5 years old and I've used them quite a few times. What's next? I've forgotten what you put on when you ride a horse. I am already so worn out. Oh my goodness. Probably should have got a helmet that would fit my hair a little bit better. Alrighty. Fashionista activated. This is what we're working with. So we're gonna go from bottom to top and I'll tell you the prices of each and every one of these things because, oh boy, aside from the boots, this is a really cheap riding outfit. Okay, so the socks I got, as I said before, in 2014 on eBay for $2.25 and they have lasted seriously well. They are super thin, so it feels like eventually they would definitely die. But considering they're worth half of how much I buy a kombucha for, they're pretty good, to be quite fair with you. Okay, now for the boots. This item is probably what took the longest. Actually, no, definitely what took the longest to get to me. I had some issues. So originally, I received the Donatello tread step boots. And I was like, no, I want the Medicis. I ended up selling the Donatellos and then I went back on the website and they had sold out. And so they said they would restock them in May last year. So then in May I went back onto the website and then I was like, damn, I don't have quite enough money at the moment. So I'll wait like 1 week while I get enough money. And guess what sold out in that week? Eventually I just got so sick of it that I just bought them from another website and here they are. And you know why I got the Medicis and not the Donatellos? Because I thought the Medicis wouldn't have this black elastic at the back, and they do. So that was kind of pointless, but they look nice. It's nice to ride in them, but oh my goodness, what a headache. Now these boots were quite expensive. They were still like $612, I think. Yeah, which is definitely not cheap. I think you can get Ariats a little bit cheaper than that in brown. I wanted to get them in brown so I could replicate the expensive outfit in the other outfits. But you could always just get brown chaps and brown paddock boots. Just pretend I'm wearing super cheap Dublin brown chaps and brown paddock boots because I don't use chaps anymore. I think that tall boots last a little better and they're so much easier to put on. So instead of buying a pair of chaps and boots that I would not use, I just thought pretend we'll just pretend that I'm wearing cheap Dublin boots and cheap chaps. I'll say how much they are on the screen now. That could be in the outfit instead of these $612 boots. Alright, now onto these John Whittaker breeches. Yes, they are too small for me. The issue with smaller breeches is even if I can like cram myself into them, because I'm quite tall, the crotch is just too low, and so it's not entirely comfortable on a saddle. Like I'll get on and then it'll just be riding a little too low to feel like I'm sitting completely properly in the saddle. I have actually ridden in these a few times and they're not bad, like they're still comfy. The belt, it is super messed up and grotty looking, but it is a belt. It puts the outfit together more, I believe. Belts do that nicely. This top, oh my goodness, I didn't realize how cheap it was. I got this actually as a sample for my clothing, and I did not realize until I looked it up for this video, it was $9.86 for this pretty decent looking grey top. It's even got the thumb hole things, but oh my goodness, the stitching is definitely going to fall out because it is looking really dodgy. I think I've washed it twice and it looks like it will fall apart pretty quickly. But if you want to get a really cheap top and wear it a couple of times, feel free. I mean, I don't personally like to do that because I think it's just kind of wasting clothing because you're buying stuff that won't last, and so you have to buy it again and again. But if you only need it a couple of times, you might as well just get this. I don't know why you would get a grey top and only use it a couple of times though, but yes, it was from AliExpress. I can't remember if I've said that or not. Now these gloves, they were from eBay. I can't believe the gloves were way more expensive than the top. They were like double the price basically than this freaking top. The gloves were $14 Australian. I got them in the US, and the gloves are QHP. This is like the difference of buying normal people clothing cheap versus horse clothing cheap. So much more expensive even if it is cheaper. Once again, because they were brown, they're a lot harder to find. If you were looking for black ones, it would be really easy to find cheaper black ones. These I hate riding in, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like I'm riding with cinder blocks, or no, gardening gloves. It feels like I'm riding in gardening gloves because you just can't like grip the reins and feel the reins as well as with expensive ones. This is why when I first started riding and I couldn't afford expensive gloves, I would just ride without because I like to be able to feel the reins. Now, last thing, helmet. This is definitely the most uncomfortable thing I am wearing currently. This is a Hors helmet. It was $119. For a brown helmet, it was alright. I think that was also with shipping maybe from the UK. This helmet I don't believe is legal in Australia. Don't count me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's not. And I was actually gonna give it away after this video because I don't really need it. But then I realized because it's not legal in Australia, I probably should not do that. I feel like helmets also you would want to get a more expensive one because it just is so important because it is protecting the brand. This one is not comfortable. With my hair in it, it is slightly giving me a headache, not gonna lie. And so I just decided to keep it and put a GoPro thingy on it. Now I can use it as my GoPro helmet for around the property and when I do gallop trail rides and stuff, I don't know. Like I just put on my vlog channel, the Eventer Vlogs for Vlogmas. Plug in there. And that is it. That is my cheap outfit for riding in. Just pretend these are cheap. I'm just gonna put the photo over the top. That's what I'm wearing. Yeah, kill me. Hi Key, can I just say that it's supposed to be 40 degrees today and this outfit isn't even that hot. Like I just had to kind of run around and find the rest of the stuff for this video. And it's not actually that hot. I cannot get my sticky body into these breeches. Help. God help me. Oh, and the tag's out. Looking fabulous. These are the breeches that sit right on my hip bone. They are not good to have a belt on with. Can you just do up? Please. Okay, we're in. Believe it or not, these are actually larger than the John Whittaker ones. I'm just sticky now. Also, I wore this base layer a couple of days ago and I haven't washed it, so it absolutely stinks. Oh my god, you're wearing your clothing again. Yes, I am wearing my own clothing because it is a mid-priced, marl grey, long sleeve base layer. Alrighty, so this belt is from a good friend of mine and she got it for me from Vietnam, which was so nice of her. I forgot how tight it is, that's right. I really like this belt. I love belts with big buckles. I think they just make everything else on you look daintier. I don't know, weird science. And here we have my favourite socks ever, and also everyone else's that watches my videos apparently. These are my avocado socks, which were sent to me by Two White Socks Official, and they are so cool. I freaking love them. They asked me if I wanted a couple of their pairs just to give my opinion on them, and of course I chose the dancing avocado socks because they're awesome. I think they're currently sold out. They're $20, so they're definitely middle of the range socks, I believe. And yeah, helmet. I'm gonna put my boots on before I forget them. Yes, they are the same boots as I had on in the first one, the Treadstep Medici boots. Oh my god, they just glide up, just like that. That's a good thing about having boots with this elastic panel, if only it was brown though. You can't wear this in dressage in Australia because it's two-tone, so instead of being able to wear these in dressage, if they were fully brown, oh, that's not gonna work. If they were fully brown, I would be able to wear them in dressage, but because they have black on them, I cannot, which is sad because I would if I could. Alright, I've spoken about the boots. They're cool. I like them, aside from that elastic panel at the back. Shut up, Hannah. You've said that a million times. These breeches, they are quite tight, as you saw earlier on me. The two things I don't like about them is they sit right on my hip bone, and so last time I rode in this exact outfit and the time before that, I bruised my hip bones here from it just sitting just above them and kind of pushing down on them the whole time, which was not that comfortable, not gonna lie. And every time I wore a pair of kind of on my hip pants for the next couple of days, it hurt. The other thing I don't like about them is this part here kind of cuts into your leg, and so when you've got tight boots over the top or tight socks or whatever, you really feel it once you've taken off the breeches. You get that really tight line around there. However, I love the colour of them. $150, so they're a perfect kind of mid-priced breech. They are currently on Just Riding, that is a lot cheaper than what they normally are. Also, Just Riding sent them to me for free randomly because I opened their mystery box in a video last year. Then they were like, oh, thank you so much, and they just randomly sent me free stuff, so that was so nice of them. And I can't believe how well they picked these breeches because I love brown, and brown, two-tone brown is just amazing. The belt I've already talked about, I would guess would be around $30. I feel really bad saying that because it's a gift from a friend, but that would be my assumption if it was sold in Australia, maybe a little bit more. The top is obviously, maybe not so obviously, but is HLH Equestrian, which is my clothing stuff. $59.95, currently pre-orderable from hlhequestrian.com. I'm biased. I like my base layer. Now for the helmet. The helmet is a suede Charles on with the gold middle panel. Kind of like the suede, almost better than the leather look, but also maybe not. Also, I have a pea head, so these helmets look really big on me. I know they look big on me. So does pretty much every brand of helmet, because I have a 55cm head, which is pretty small. That's like the size that is on clearance because no one has that size head, except for me. I can't remember the exact place I got this helmet from. It'll be on the screen now. $256, pretty good. In Australia, they would be a lot more expensive, I believe. Lastly, the gloves. The gloves I got in America, they are SSG. Don't quote me on that. It's either SGG or SS, no, I think it's SSG. I love the look of them. However, oh my goodness, I hate the fact that I can't use my phone with them because they don't have a fingerprint kind of thing on the fingers. So I have to half take them off like this and literally just use my phone like this. They are $61 or $2 Australian. However, I've never seen these available in Australia, so there's that. If you guys want a slightly warmer base layer for a mid-range price, I will show you another one that you could get in case if you want to replicate this look. I don't know. This is very tight. So this base layer is more of a thermal type of base layer, the same as you will see in a sec with the last outfit. This is by the North Face. I actually really like the look of this one. The extra small is quite small though. You can see my deodorant mark on it. How does it look zipped up? Oh, I forgot to zip up the other ones. Whatever. Wow, it's an interesting look. I feel like a space person in a really bad 80s movie. Can't actually currently remember how much this one cost, but I'll put it on the screen now. I like it. It's not that nice a quality, I guess. Like the stitching is kind of coming out a little bit. It has a couple of marks on it, I think, just because it's quite hard to wash. Personally, I think it's very small sizing. What do you reckon? Yeah, you know. Yeah. I really want to do something like this, like a thermal base layer, but I don't know where to find a nice thermal fabric where I don't need to order like 1,000 garments. Okay, now I'm going to try on the most expensive outfit that looks like this. I literally have a red mark on my forehead because of how tight the horse helmet was. Alrighty, we are finally getting into the most expensive horse outfit for schooling. Excuse my boyfriend having a shower in the next room. It's not a whole lot I can do. This outfit, she expensive. I have never ever bought such an expensive top for riding, aside from like jumpers and stuff obviously. This is definitely the most expensive base layer I could find. It is from Asthma Equestrian. I consider Asthma a designer riding brand. When I was super into knowing about every single brand I possibly could with riding wear, I looked up designer horse riding brand and the first thing that popped up was Asthma. So when I had to find an expensive riding long sleeve, I went straight to their website and I found this one and it was $170. Just a cheap little sportswear throw on. It is literally 40 degrees today and I'm wearing a thermal base layer. Kill me. And that is, I guess, why it is so expensive and it looks really nice. Am I wearing all the right stuff? Yeah. Subtle promo. For a tip on how to get all your hair in your helmet, do this. Could someone please tell Charles Owen that they need to do inserts for their helmet that are way more readily available, because I put so much makeup in my helmet so quickly. Like this isn't even that old and it's got another face inside my helmet from the amount of makeup in there. So this is the most expensive riding schooling outfit that I could think of personally. I bought these socks in November 2017 at the 3-day event. They cost $45 for one pair. Now they are compression socks. Apparently they are really good. I actually opened them for the first time when I first tried to film this video a couple of weeks ago. See, I've still got the fancy packaging. How cool is that though? Like, such a good idea for their packaging to put someone wearing the socks in a pair of stirrups. Such a good idea. And I'm not gonna lie, they are super flattering and super comfortable. Apparently some people only can wear these riding because they have calf issues. I am currently kind of worried to wear them because they were so expensive, so I don't want to wear them out or anything. I love the design on them. They're like racing checkers or something, and I love how high they are, but $45 is a lot to pay for a pair of socks, especially when the most cheap outfit I put on today, the socks were $2, $45. Not sure. Working my way up, these are from PS of Sweden. I reviewed all their rider-wear clothing when they first brought out their rider-wear section early last year. I really like these breeches and they're so cool that they have this on the butt and so much patent leather and everything. It's so fancy and they did really well designing such good rider-wear so quickly from starting up, I guess. But they were an established equestrian brand. The thing that I really don't like about these breeches, not gonna lie, is this is just a straight line, and I like when it's kind of curved, like the Whittaker breeches, the cheapest breeches, they have a curved one, and that just kind of doesn't cut into your leg quite as much. These just kind of make you want to cut your legs off when you're riding in boots sometimes. That being said, the Montar ones I put on before are 10 times worse. Now, for the cost of the breeches, however, these in USD are $219, which when converted to AUD is 315, 316. I don't know what the exchange rate was like when I bought them early last year, however. Still pretty expensive if you ask me. Nice breeches are pretty pricey, not gonna lie. I love how high-waisted they are because low-waisted breeches sit right on my hips and they dig in here. The belt I got probably 4 years ago, I think, at Bonnet Saddlery in SA. It was actually still there from when R.M. Williams, the brand, did a promo for the Sydney 2000 Olympics. They still had it. I think because it is just very, very small. However, yeah, I really, really like this belt. It looks so fancy, I think. I use it for when breeches are so high that none of my other belts are tight enough. As I said earlier, the top is very expensive. It is thermal. The only thing is when you take your thumbs out of here, it's like super bulky. I'm sure there was a reason for this design. I think it's because they're in Canada and so you want to be really warm, so this is really good for keeping your hands warm, I guess. And not ideal for if it isn't really cold. The gloves. These are Rotel, which are my favourite pair of gloves. However, they last very, very poorly. You want to get at least 2 pairs probably a year if you're using them most rides. They just really don't last that well. Yep, that's about it. Yeah, this is the problem. Like, it's so much bulk when you put gloves on. As you can see, they just really start to peel in that kind of area where the reins go. These are $85 on an Australian website. I don't know how much they are in the US. I get these from my feed store called Tuckerbox, and I think they're about 45 to 50. So these aren't the most expensive, but when you buy them from Horseland or other places, they're $85 to $100. So to me, they're expensive. Now this helmet, I didn't realize how much it was. Why is this a running theme in this video? It is the custom Charles Owen because it has this fancy crocodile skin. It's not real, by the way. I think this is quite a cheap price for it, considering in some tack shops in Australia, this exact same helmet is $600. However, I got it for $390 from Discount Equestrian in the UK, and then it was a bit more for shipping from there, but still not $600. $600, $390 plus shipping. And anyway, oh no, I forgot my boots, oh my god. Get off. Accurate representation of how messy my room is right now. Let's see if we can zip them up. Thought you were supposed to be compression socks. Help me. Please help. Yes. You can come in. I'm trying to get my friggin' boots on.
You feel me?
Yes.
Ugh.
What do you mean, ugh? I swear I'm gonna break these in a second. Are you still filming? Yes. Thank you, Bibby. Just get past that thick cough, please. Love when boys don't shut the door. Thanks, Jay. These are my ridiculous top boots that I got in 2015 for my 18th birthday present. They were $1,000. That being said, these same boots sell in Australia for $1,500. So once again, buying it from the UK and still paying for shipping is way cheaper. I have pins and needles. Oh my goodness. Dear God, help me. Oh wow, so sexy. Oh, maybe not. I love these boots. However, they really haven't lasted as you would want $1,000 boots to last. They literally like a lot of my Instagram posts and I feel so bad saying anything slightly bad about them. I'm always completely 100% honest, however, on my channel, so I'm just going to be completely honest about these boots. These are really starting to die now. While I was riding a Melbourne 3-day event, the zipper completely zipped down my leg. I think it was with this one. because this one's slightly more broken for some reason. So I was just riding with half a boot on. I could feel my leg being super loose. Also, when I first got them, I have a video on my channel of when I hauled these boots originally. I think it was December 2015. They were a centimetre shorter than what I ordered. They were 49 centimetres. My calves are 50 centimetres. These should really have been probably 52 centimetres because, as you can tell, the sock is literally poking out of the boot right now because they are so much lower than what I would personally like tall boots to be. Now this one, I'll show you. The zipper that I can't do up is not ideal. It also has rubbed way more than the other side. I'm not sure if that's a boot or if I am different with how I use my legs. And also around the zipper, the leather has ripped. I do really want to buy another pair of these, but as I say, I would only use them when I had to at competitions. I wanted these for life. I wanted to spend $1,000 like once, not have to buy another pair in like 4 years. I almost prefer my tread steps just in how long they are compared to these, and just with how these haven't worn very well. So sad. Okay, I seriously have to take these off. And that is it for this absolute mess of a video that has taken me 1.5 years to properly film. Let me know if you would like me to do another video like this, because I actually have a different schooling outfit that I can do, because I have 3 different price ranges of 3 different clothing outfits that look the same. However, it just depends if you guys would like to see that sort of thing. I did genuinely enjoy finding 3 different outfits that were such different price ranges. So yeah, let me know if you want to see anything like that. Also, if you guys were wondering why I have been a bit more absent in December, it is because I was uploading daily, or at least trying to upload daily on my second channel, which is called The Inventive Vlogs. And so if you guys want to see a lot of my riding vlogs that are fairly recent from last month, then you can head over there and watch them. I did some tuck up with me kind of things, and me riding the ponies, and just updates in general. I hope you guys enjoyed this once again, and I will see you when I see you. Get me out of this thermal top.
What shit brand's that?
Stop. No, you can't do it that way.
Well, you can.
How would you do that on a YouTube video? It'd be all silly. Did you get the gloves? Did you get the gloves? Did you get the...